Hey guys, this is Nath and welcome to Punters pre-Mortem. Thanks everyone who watched the video last week. Increase in viewership, decrease in winners. Appreciate you watching though guys. A couple of new subs as well. If you haven't done so already, get down there, click on my buttons. About 1,000 group ones this weekend. They call it the Punters Christmas. Hopefully the snow's flying and we'll fly like an eagle, baby. I'm doing these tips in the Sydney meeting at around a heavy 8. If it gets any heavier than that, just don't even bother. Just bake yourself a cake. 15 to 20 mils could make it even worse. But if it stays less damp downstairs, happy to have a little bit of a play. The XXXSPEC Special this weekend comes up at Rosehill Gardens, race 5 over the 1100 metres, number 12, Macroura. Dead set, Kieran Maher's going to be giving another post-race celebratory speech thanking his sisters after this filly gets the job done on Saturday. Second preparation, 3-year-old filly on the way up. Good chance to add to her 3 wins already on Saturday. A lot of this field has reached their market benchmark level. She's on the way up. Love the way she's been trialling. Looks to come back nice. Started $7 in the late season. JJ Atkins. Look through her form. She's beaten Wild Ruler, who's going to start about $6 in the Coolmore Stud Stakes on Saturday down in Melbourne. Handles wet conditions. Winner first up. Perfect conditions. Plenty of pace in the race. Moe's Crown, Black Magnum, Switch Go Forward. From barrier 8, she's got gate speed. You can get across just in behind the pace. Jason Collett is dead set on fire. When he invites guests over, doesn't need to fire at the barbecue. Puts the sausages right on his bum, it's sizzling. JC Collett can wind this schnitzel filly up, run past this lot, onto bigger and better things. The cheeky, sneaky each way bet of the weekend comes up at Rosehill Gardens, race 7 over the 1300 metres in the Yes Stakes. Number 12, Haut, Brion, Her. This girl's going to be bigger than Ben Hur on Saturday after she demolishes this field. Far out. Just get some new material, champ. Not a special, but I think at each way odds she's going to run a big race. You know, she's been one of ours before, gets the job done. First up over 1200 metres, $10. PT was good. Think she maps to get a beautiful run, and at $6 I'm going to be getting all over it. The $2.80 favourite Gratash at the top of the weights. First go above 1200 metres on a heavy track. Probably some concern. Think he's vulnerable. And then you look at the way it's going to map for it. Eduardo and Man of Peace only know one way, and that's to lead. Prime Candidate also goes forward. Eduardo's won his races where he's had sit and sprint jobs when no pressure's applied. What you know about this girl is she can run 1300 metres all the way out. Winner at 1400 metres and on soft tracks. Gonna run it out strong. As you saw in the Everest, she can take a sit even if it's a hot pace and continue to run on. The gun. Brandon Abdullah can get this girl wound up, give them windburn, flashing past them. Given it's the Yes Stakes, party that night, get your missus warmed up. Hopefully you've got the skills so she doesn't give you her best Meg Ryan impression.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
The Group 1 GG this weekend comes up at Flemington, race 6 over the 1200 metres in the Coolmore Stud Stakes. Number 14, September Run.
Here comes September. Here comes September.
Here comes September. This little filly with the V8 engine's gonna go broom broom on Saturday.
Broom, broom.
Prime example of changing scenery and how a horse can improve lengths and lengths. Apparently the story was that she's trained at Hermitage, she's got a really long straight, her whole life's been trained that way. Take her down, she's a gun down the straight. Couldn't have been more impressive, her 2 straight runs, both times annihilating fields. Swatstat has gone on to win multiple races after this, solid enough. Both of the races have been differently run as well, sit and sprint job, and then last time out the Poseidon Stakes was run fast, she sat off him and then flashed past, coming home in sub 32.5 seconds. Horses just don't run that there. She's got a motor on her. Craig Williams had 2 steers for 2 wins on her. She's drawn out in 12, the grandstand side, best place for these straight races normally. And look at the speed map, there's more speed in this race than a Campbelltown garage. On the far side, Farnan and Wild Ruler will be going forward. She gets a nice sit in right in behind them. They're going to overdo it over the top. She's going to come flying past them. Fillies have had a good record in this race. Already gotten on the phone, keen as ready for my Chinese meal. Looking forward to that PT. The Golden Eagle comes up at race 8 at Rosehill Gardens over the 1500 metres. I'm going to cover the race. I wouldn't call them tips. Absolutely dartboard affair. Don't know how heavy the track's going to be as well. Going to have a couple of bets settled on Funstar and Sierra Sue. Funstar, she's the best wet tracker and probably the best horse in the race. Rating tells you that set weight she'd have to give them kilos and kilos. The barrier draw, barrier 18, car park, dead set high five them from the James Roos drive. But the heavier the track, and if she can jump out and get across, she'll be very hard to beat. That probable form line's probably the A grade stuff. She ran really well in a Cox Plate last week. The one that interests me in the race probably the most is Sierra Sue, the 16, double figure odds, barrier 1, Nash board, handled soft tracks before and was absolutely electric at 1400 metres at Flemington. She spanked them, running past Pretty Brazen, who was beaten Arcadia Queen at 1400 metres in the preparation. Madame Rouge was in that race as well. She's also won as well. She came home in 32.12. That's absolutely flying. Wet track might counteract that as well. From barrier 1 with her gate speed, she's going to get the perfect run in behind this pace. Won 2 races on soft tracks, performed well on a soft 7 as well. No concern that way. The same ownership group won the Cox Plate last weekend. Hopefully they can get another big race victory. The rich get richer, baby. Oh yeah!
The rockin' Rangy Rang Do is joining in on the outside. Is it his day today? It's Road to Rockin' Rangy Rang Do fighting it out. Rangy Rang Do on the outside is in front, and Rangy Rang Do gets his Group 1.